You're bought back in on the Billy train. That might upset some people, but I think people are going to look to this game of, okay, where are things at? I'm in the boat of look, I don't think he's going anywhere. This game was never a deterring factor. I think more of the question mark, would he make it to this game? And then there's games after this game that would determine it. But this game can't lose his job more than what he's already at. I don't think this goes any further, to be honest with you. But he so damn can save the bitch.
There's some variables. Now, I don't want to throw him out that he could possibly lose his job with, but geez.
Oh, you think so? You think so?
There are some variables.
What are the variables? Let me hear them.
You manage DJ the right way. Don't do nothing stupid to cause nothing to happen.
Okay. I see where you're going. Yeah, I don't think, but I get what you're saying.
There's ways. It's in Georgia. Don't Billy.
Every time I say it can't get any worse, it gets worse. So I shouldn't get too carried away with it.
But, you're right.
No, I think
this game definitely can save his job, though.
So, look, I think there's people like yourself that are already on board. I think there's people that may have been a little upset after the Kentucky game, kind of toned down a little bit. And those fans will definitely be back on board. People like the Q Lees of the world who haven't been on this entire time will not be bought back in. I don't think Soder will be bought back in after this Georgia game. I think it would be, again, where I'm at with it is I'm done with the back and forth of the Napier, where should he stay or should he go? That's like the political side of it. And at this point, I don't feel like, again, nothing is going to happen until the very end of the season. So with that in mind, I'm just going to believe it and trust it and be all in on it. And then I'll give you more of a true feel, I think, towards closer to the end of the season. But I will give you a better gauge of my opinion, I think, after this Georgia game. Win or lose, I think I'll have a better opinion about it. Even, again, in a weird way, if it's a good loss, which that makes moral victories sound disgusting, and I hate even saying it, but I'm not even going to continue that thought because I genuinely feel that this game can be competitive. I think DJ Lagway provides some value, and I think this defense has found itself. Carson Beck brings some seniority to the team, but hasn't looked very promising. But again, the Kirby Smart aspect, being out coached, those are the things that still concern me. Is look, the talent on the football field excites me. DJ Lagway excites me, but I still don't believe in Napier to make good calls and to be able to have a killer instinct when needed, and that's what's going to concern me.
Yeah, I understand that. For me, with this game, I believe we have to be all in on this game. You know what I mean? We have to believe that it's going to work. Just given what we've done in the past 3 weeks, we have to believe that that's where we're trending. If not, then we're way, way, way far behind in even changing the coach. You know what I mean? There's a culture thing here. You know what I mean? And a new coach is not going to be able to do it. A new coach is coming to the Gators and that doesn't realize the work that's been put in right now to get the culture back. You got former players been coming back, talking to guys. We're doing barbecues, doing all this stuff to get the mentality back. And for me, that's the most exciting part about them turning it around how they have, especially on defense. It's the mentality. Seeing guys that I don't want to curse, but give a damn out there playing, and the emotion and the passion, seeing that part. So for me, that's clicking for us. So I have to buy into what they're going to do out there on the field.
Boys and girls, this is the part of the show where I make you look just a little more sexier moving forward, okay? Anywhere worth going is worth going in a nice pair, the perfect pair of boots from Tecovas. In the 2015, Tecovas was born out of Texas, created the perfect pair, handcrafted this beautiful, sexy piece of leather to go over your foot to make your wife or your husband go, damn, baby. That's what Tecovas does for you, okay? And not only that, what makes them so fantastic is their experience when you go to the store. You are treated like royalty. They roll out the red carpet. You walk in, beverage in hand. What can I do for you today, sir? Bam! Want one of those. Try them on. Rock and roll. Look good. Feel good. Play good, baby. That's what Tecovas does for you. We are pumped to be teamed up with Tecovas. So be sure to go check out Tecovas. Head on over to Tecova right now. Use the code. Don't use the code. What you're going to do is right now, 10% off at tecovas.com/hightop when you sign up for email and text. That's 10% off at tecovas.com/hightop. Not the code slash, right there. So tecovas.com/hightop. See site for details. Tecovas, Push towards West.
And they got to believe it too. And so they can go out there and execute that. If we regress as far as energy level and what we're putting out there on the field, then it's another big bomb for Florida fans. You know what I mean? And then we have a group of young guys that are still going to be here next year that still don't have a clue of what it takes to get it done. So we got to see that fight. We got to see dog, gator, or whatever it is out of these guys this game. You know what I mean? We still hinging on Lagway. He's still a young guy. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of pressure on him to show up and perform against Georgia. It's a neutral environment, but still on the road, basically. So that's a lot of pressure on him for us to put all that on him. But I'm putting it on the defense to still go out there and be nasty how they been, but to turn it up another notch. But I believe in what Ladway can do. But Billy definitely can save his job depending on how he performs in this game. You know what I mean? If we go out here and have a flawless game against Georgia and in a considerable fashion and Ladway looks the part in his offense, then that definitely gives a lot of hope. You know what I mean? Georgia is a big rivalry of ours. They're in the East. You know what I mean? We're still almost in control of our destiny. We knocked Georgia off. You know what I mean? That gives you hope to believe that we can win out. If we win out and have 3 losses, it's you know what I mean? So he's at that, I guess, crux, crucible, whatever you want to call it, with this game. And I from his press conference, I got that feeling from him. He kind of wanted to just get through that and not have to talk about how he's been preparing and what we actually been doing. You know what I mean? He just wanted to hurry up and get that out of the way and act like it never happened, because I believe they are dialed in, locked in. Cam Jackson talked a lot of crap about what he was going to do against Georgia when he see Trevor Etienne and he's a switch out and all this. So there's a lot of words to be ate if you don't go out here and put it all on the line. And so this is the biggest game of our season right now. This is the bowl game. This is everything.
Yeah, I agree. I think I love the fact that Cam was talking a little smack. It just creates a little more juice going into this game, and this game should have that juice as you head into it. And yeah, you're right. I mean, this carries a ton of weight. Again, Miami, A&M, these guys capitalized on their big W this past weekend, landed some recruits. Florida, look, it's still an issue. That's been what Dave's been harping on. Is we're ranked 50th currently, and it's been quiet. You pick up a W against Georgia. You roll that into Texas, flips the switch a little bit.
Might open the pocketbooks.
Flips the switch a little bit. Yeah, so there's a lot. I mean, look, the whole season, a lot has been riding on it. And you're right. I think his presser, he understands what's at hand, and he understood. I think he's understood that entire time. But it was he said it. He's like, look, we got to just go do it on the grass. Like, it doesn't really matter what we do here. The team is focused, and that's what he was alluding to. But I'm not biting that bullet either. I'm not taking that bait. I've seen this story. I've felt this before from Napier. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the intensity.
Tough position, yeah.
Yeah, look, I understand where people sit. I believe in the team. I trust it. On Saturday, I'm all in. But I think how he's kind of portraying his feeling is like he almost, in a sense, he doesn't believe the nonsense. Not that he doesn't believe that the team is getting better, but I think he's sick of saying good things, and it's like not translating into it. Yeah, so it's like, you know what? F it. Let's just go win the football game. That's all I can do. That's all I can do anyways. It's in a weird place.
He had a position to try to save his own neck right now too, so he can't say too much. That's why I say I feel like he want to just get out of there and act like it never happened. Like, let's just get to the game.
Yeah, let's just rock. Well, let's talk about this game, man. There's